Happy Monday. It's the start of a brand new week, and as always, we'll look at performance data from last week, what changed on the platform bidding wise. We'll look at new updates that are coming onto the platform, and we'll kind of take a good shot at what's coming next. Now, looking at last week, we saw about a 10% increase in CPM cost week over week, and that's an average across most of my clients. Certain clients saw as high as 15%. My largest jump was a 20% for one client. So keep in mind, watch those CPMs. Make sure targeting isn't shifting to older demographics. Be watching that very closely as you go into this next week. That being said, there's some new updates within Meta that are going to be very important for us to kind of touch on, talk through a little bit as we look at this next week. Meta announced July 1st that there's going to be new fees on specific countries within their CPMs. Something to be aware of. Those countries are the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Spain, Austria, and Turkey. So if you're running ads in those countries, be watching those very closely. It'll start coming July 1st. It just more or less is going to be based on when the ad impression happens. Meta is starting to crack down on scam-related accounts. Meta removed about 10.9 million accounts related to scam centers, call centers, stuff like that. Because their goal is to try and by the end of 2026 make sure that 90% of ad revenue is going completely from verified advertisers. One of the new updates is Meta's changing their attribution system on click-through and engagement views. What they're changing more or less is they're going from any click is a click system to more industry standard. So before, if I was to like the ad, click on the website, and come back to it 7 days later and buy, that would be considered a click-through purchase, a click-through conversion rate, because I clicked through to the site and purchased. They're now going to be completely viewing it as real link clicks only. So only users who click the link on the ad going into the site are going to be considered purchases. They're also going to have engage through attribution. This will track people who come from a social media engagement. So likes, comments, shares, people who viewed the video, came back and purchased later. That's going to be engaged view rather than considered a click-through. There's a new ad format Meta's starting to roll out called Reels Trending Ads. What it does is it allows users to place ads right next to trending Reels as they start to expand. Very similar to on TikTok, they have the Pulse ads that are very similar to that. The idea here is user would watch very viral reel, scroll to the next reel, and ad appears following right after that. The reason Meta's doing this is because they're going to have higher attention. They're more likely to engage on the content. But with that platform is most likely going to have higher CPMs, but it's also going to have higher click-through rates. If conversion rates follow, it could be a decent placement as we look at the new placement breakdown. They're also going to be expanding Threads advertising placements, increasing the ability to run on Threads over the next little bit. It's something I'm excited about. I think X/Twitter has a really good platform as of placements, and I feel like it's very underutilized. I'm excited to see what Threads can look like in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is today's Monday update. If you have any questions, drop them down below. If you like this content, please subscribe. If you want to work with me or my team, click the link below, and we'll go through and do a complete audit on your Meta account, your Shopify site, and any other channels you are running. Have a good one. Bye.